Hi friends, welcome to my channel. I am Sunique and today I want to talk a little bit about the artist behind the Osho Zen Tarot. And I love this deck, the Osho Zen. It was one of the first decks I ever had. This isn't the original one I had. This is a replacement because there's a whole story to the original. And I normally show and use the small version of this deck. So I just love the artwork on the Osho Zen. It's amazing. And for me, I know some people find it really difficult to read with, but for me it's just intuitive. It's the most intuitive deck I've ever had, I think. You know, trust, and you're taking a leap of faith, quite literally there, aren't you? And so, yeah, Osho Zen, love this deck. And this box has probably seen better days. When did that come out, actually? That's a long time ago, you know, I remember. Let me see. 94. Yeah, 1994. Yeah, one of the first decks that I really connected with was the Osho Zen. And not so long ago I bought the Tao Oracle, because it's the same artist, Ma Deva Pedma. And the book has got the same sort of layout as the Osho Zen big one. So, like so. This has got the same layout, but this is a different system. This is the Tao Oracle. So black and white pictures and a lot of text here. And put this one briefly, show you some of the images. So it's you know, a different sort of, you know, if I put a few of them side by side, you can see, possibly get some more out. Here we go. So this is the Tao Oracle, and we have the hexagrams. It's a whole system, this one, and it's not as bright and vibrant as the Osho Zen, you can probably see. Nevertheless, same artist. I've not worked with these two decks together, so I'm not sure how that would go. Anyway, let's put this one to one side. Now, I'm not sure how to pronounce this name. I think it's Ma Deva Pedma. But when I heard they were coming out with another deck, I jumped on it because, I mean, in all truthfulness, one of, you know, a favourite artist of mine. So I pre-ordered it from Oneness Emporium, and here it is. And full disclosure, I've had it a while and not got around to opening it yet, but I think it's going to be a stunner. And I was saving it to open it with you guys, so I could get my first impressions and see. So I don't know anything about this deck. I've just gone straight off the fact that I love the Osho Zen and the Tao Oracle, so it was a no-brainer for me. So what have we got? We have a magnetic closure. Yes, thank you. Beyond Worlds is the publisher. It says contains 78 cards and a 232-page book. It's a nice meaty book there. Okay, so looking at the back of the box, it says, with every breath we are taking, so goes the world that is our making. From world-renowned tarot artist and authority, Ma Deva Pedma, the Sacred Sheet Tarot deck and guidebook is your guide through the transition out of an exhausted old world order into the heart of being. Presented in a traditional format of 78 stunningly illustrated cards, this deck focuses on universal themes by replacing the major and minor arcana with the suits of spirit, earth, fire, air and water. So the elements, okay. And incorporating reflective quotes from contemporary visionaries and wisdom keepers. Tarot adepts and beginners alike will find the Sacred Sheet Tarot to be a valuable divination tool and a conduit of understanding. lovingly crafted to encourage balance, introspection, and psychological and spiritual growth for all genders and walks of life. This deck will help you tune into new insights and self-awareness. The sacred she is here, and she is within everyone. And this is Beyond Worlds Publishing. The Osho Zen was New Leaf Publishing, and the Tao Oracle is St. Martin's publication. So different publishers for each deck. So that's interesting. Now the front of the box itself, I mean, that image there just sold me. So I haven't actually seen any cards. I've not seen any walkthroughs of this deck yet, because I wanted to see it for myself. Got a crab there in the O for some reason, with a heart. Oh. So if the artwork's like this, I will be very happy. Okay, so again, we've got that same format book. So in keeping with the other two decks, even though they're by different publishers. How interesting is that? We have 216 pages. We have a glossary at the back. Okay. So what do we have in the book? Yeah, Beyond Worlds. This year, 2023. And the context, introduction, special acknowledgements, introductions about the contributors, working with the deck, then the cards. Some spreads about the creator. So we go in the suits, and we've got a keyword for each card, which we did in the Osho. Each card had a tower is thunderbolt. So, yeah, that's interesting. I wonder, let me see, crisis. So thunderbolt is now called crisis. Creativity is now called Mother Nature. Aha, okay. So the cards are actually renamed. Talking about each suit actually here, a little synopsis of. So the suit of spirit is designated by the colour purple at the bottom of each card, and what that suit aligns with. And then earth is green, fire red, air grey, which is much like the Osho colour system as well. Purple, yeah. So it's the same, we had purple, yeah. Yeah, it's the same colour coding actually as the Osho Zen. We've got a little thumbnail. Oh, look at that. We've got a little thumbnail in black and white. Nice big text. Interesting little synopsis of each card at the back as well. Yeah, and that's an glossary there. A child is wonder, freshness, alive, open, innocence, play. How cool. Alrighty. Some recommended reading, I think, as well at the back. I'm just too excited to get into the deck. So the box is a box within a box, which is, yeah, a lot of packaging. That's pretty. That's the same image from the front of this big box. So let's take a look at the cards. So we've got a green top box. Cards are loose, no band, hold them. These are the backs. Whoa. Zoom in. Oh, look at that, it's gorgeous. Quite thin cardstock. It's not as substantial as the Osho, not by any means. It's very thin cardstock, very flexible. Bit of a snap, but they could bend easily. Yeah, they could bend very easily, I think. So, wow, look at that. Sometimes on some decks we see the Fool walking over a rainbow bridge, and here we've got the wings as rainbows. How beautiful, in the clouds. It's stunning. Alchemy for the Magician. I'm captivated already. There's fire and water. We've got the air and the night sky. Ivy. So all the elements are there. Wow. Oh, look at this for the High Priestess, the unknowable. Wow. Yeah, Mother Nature for the Empress, which is the card from the front of the box. That is stunning, that card. I can see why they chose it for the cover art. It's stunning. Order for the Emperor. And we've got some sacred geometry going on here with a hand holding it. In respect to the Osho, it's not as wide, but it's taller, so it is more of a tarot size. Wisdom Keeper for Hierophant. I'm liking it so far. Let's get it all on screen. Yeah, I'm really liking this so far. And like, this has got a crystal cap. Oh, that's a different take on the Lovers card. That is beautiful because the flames are making a heart shape. I sort of see growing old together as well, because, you know, as these candles burn down, will they burn down at the same rate until they eventually extinguish? Oh, that's a lot to think about. Okay, turning point. Wow, so this is Chariot. That reminds me of an Osho card, one of my favourites. I bet I can't find it now. Let's see if I can find it. I love this card. It's one of the pages, I think. That immediately brought it to mind. There we go. That one. Adventure. I think these two decks might work well together. Compassion, that's a more sort of modern feel to that card, isn't it? I'm thinking that might be a little bit of AI, I'm not sure. Or is it just collage? I'm not sure. But instead of strength, we have compassion, which is a strength, isn't it? Compassion. Look at this, solitude. For the Hermit, that. Change for the Wheel of Fortune. Balancing. A lot of polarity there. Waking up. Having a bat for the Hangman. I mean, it's quite common, isn't it, to have a bat for the Hanged Man. Transitioning for death. That's the ultimate, isn't it? From the cradle to the grave. Karma. So this is Temperance. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, look at that repression. Wow. That's a completely different take, isn't it? Crisis. Storm in a teacup. It's way too much than we can hold. Okay. Understanding. Beautiful. We still have a star. Anxiety. We still have a moon. And joy for the sun. Look at that. We've got a nod to the Rider-Waite-Smith. All our relations, huh? Liberation for judgment. We've got the wings, the angel wings there. And then wisdom for the world. Oh, it's a whale. I don't know if I mentioned it on this channel, but there was a bluefin whale washed up on Fistral Beach. Yeah, it was really sad. Washed up dead. And it was a youngster. They were so big. Anyway. Oh, so we're into Pentacles then, because we have green. And it's quite a large part of the card that's actually got the colour on it. This reminds me a little bit of Anna Turian's art. So for the ace we have roots. Isn't that nice? Wow. Be here, be now. That's really interesting, isn't it? I mean, this is obviously the past. But the dog is very authentically in the now, you know. The dog thinks about what's happening actually at the moment. It doesn't think forwards or backwards, does it? I have a stick. Cooperation, that is beautiful. Whoa, that is beautiful. Consuming. That's a powerful card for the Four of Pentacles. Really powerful. Oh, look at this. The Five of Pentacles. Perseverance. Oh, I'm liking this deck. Generosity. Give and take. Timing, yes. Everything in its time. Good message for the Seven of Pentacles. Labour of love. That is cool. All these different artists. Wow. We've got Van Gogh. We've got Aphrodite. Also we got... That's that Japanese sea painting that I never ever remember his name. Oginwaka or something? Oh, I don't know. We've got Frida Kahlo. God. And they are labours of love, aren't they? The time and the effort they put into their paintings. And we can enjoy them forever. Satisfaction, look at that. Wow, is that the cat that got the cream? Gosh. The way the lips are split. Oh, this deck, it's stunning. Privilege. Very Romanesque. Oh, this is going to be one of my favourite decks. Okay. Okay, so instead of court cards, we're carrying on. That's, yeah, okay. So we've got what would be the Page of Pentacles as honesty. That's clever. An egg just being an egg, not a painted egg. Oh, that is so good. Explore for the Knight of Pentacles. You've got the mountains in their sights. Support would be the Queen of Pentacles, would be there as well. Oh, it's lovely. And then the King. Oh, look at this. Respect for the earth, huh? This artwork's stunning. Again, let's go on to the fire suit. So we start with an inspiration. Seed of the suit. Oh, focus, look at this. Owl really is a bird of focus. Gosh. Refresh. Oh! Inner child. Looking at the world as you did as a child, even when you get older. Talking to Charles, I think there's one walking past right now, I can hear. Dance. Really enjoying themselves there. Competition. So, yeah, flying kites. Yes, it's outside of ourselves, isn't it? Yeah. But I think about that card, because the kites are in the air, which would be more aligned to swords, really, wouldn't it, in mental capacity? Think about that one. Triumph. Okay, first card in the deck I'm not keen on. Don't know why I'm not keen on that. I mean, it's the victory card, but and I see the meaning, you know, accepting the adulation, being on stage. I just don't know. I don't like it. It seems out of sync with the rest of the deck that I've seen so far. I mean, look at this, adaptability, and we've got a snow fox here blending in with the landscape so there won't be prey. Survival mechanism. Self-confidence. Gosh, you don't have self-confidence to do that, wouldn't you? Dive through a ring of fire, so pick up a key. Resistance, that's very Osho Zen. Let me find the card I'm thinking of. I was thinking of the mind card, but then there's also the wall here, which is quite similar, isn't it, with the miser. I think these two decks will work really well together. Overload for the 10. Definitely taking on too much there. So self-expression for the Page of Wands. Throwing the paint around there. Intention for the Knight of Wands. That's cool. Throwing that, oh, it's a rose at the end of the arrow. Red rose. Spontaneity for the Queen of Wands. Look at this leopard. Gosh. Eagle-eyed. Looks pregnant as well. And integrity for the King of Wands. We've got some Egyptian eyes there. Got a lot going on there. Firebird, Phoenix. A lot going on there. Maybe Rastafarian. Interesting. Okay, so now we're on to our sword suit, or air suit in this deck. And we start with clarity, and what's more clear than a finely cut diamond? Restraint. Wow. Hands are tied. So instead of blindfolded eyes, heartbreak. No. 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 It's the second one I'm not keen on. No. Rest. I don't know. I'm not keen on that either. No. Oh, that's a shame. There's a few I don't like. I like this. There we go. Back to the miser card. Arrogance. That's interesting because it's been spray painted onto a wall, but the face is separate. Huh. Departure. So instead of going off in a boat, we're going to leave a broken trunk. No longer serves us. Deception. Oh man, it's the wolf in sheep's clothing. Again, that echoes an Osho card, which is a major arcana card actually. Conditioning. Yeah. I'm taking it for a different card. Blame. Oh, I'm seeing some recurring cards now from the Osho. Looks very similar, doesn't it? Anyway, they're sort of reminding me, but then I suppose they would. Fear and grief. That's, yeah, the milk of the poppy. The tears coming from the eyes look like milk, and this looks like a poppy. And we do associate poppies with passing on. So we have scrutiny now for the Ace of Swords, Ace of Air. Eyes. Determination. So we've still got that fast energy for the Knight of Swords. Perfection. The Queen. Demands nothing less. Got an Egyptian feel to that as well, that eye makeup. Power. Look at that for the King. Gosh. So the tie is the sword. This is a clever deck. Okay, so now we're on to cups and we have the Aces flow. Union for the 2. Some dolphins for the 3. We have dolphins in the Osho as well. I'm not going to keep going back to the Osho, but yeah, there's definitely cards that remind me of cards in the Osho. We have Frozen. We've got Frozen in Osho. I've got to find it. I've got it straight away actually. It's that one. Isolation. So the Isolation was the 3 of Swords. So instead of a heart with the swords going through it. But this is actually for cups. And the 4 of Cups. Disappointment for the 5. We don't see the cups overturned there. Passion, look at that for the 6. Oh, a lot of passion going on there. Choices for the 7, Mickey Mouse. A crown and crown jewels. Jester's hat, Viking's hat, cowboy hat. Wow. Separation for the 8. That's pretty powerful. There's some really good cards in this deck. There's only about 3 or 4 I've gone a bit about. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that. Cherubs are all about love. They're not about eating cake, are they? Or maybe they are. Gratitude for the 10. That's nice. That page is imagination. Beautiful. Where shall we go? Wouldn't mind a cruise myself. 12 is Voyager. This is the Knight. Just a boat going out into the starry sky. We have Intuition for our Queen. Totally immersed in emotion. And Dreamweaver for our King of Cups. Gosh. That's an amazing card. Okay. So let's have a little look at the book, because the court cards are different, aren't they? And also, it says here about the Rider-Waite-Smith and the Thoth. So what they've done is, for each card, they've actually put whether it's Rider-Waite-Smith or Thoth and the card that it is in those decks. Does that make sense? So for here, Intention is the Knight of Wands in the Rider-Waite-Smith and the Princess of Wands in the Thoth deck. Okay. So why have they done that? Why have they altered court cards? Let me see. Oh, here we go. Trying to find it. There are no court cards in the Sacred She Tarot because all cards share equal significance. Their symbolic imagery vividly conveys meaning, with each card carrying its own weight. Cards that are commonly depicted as pages, knights, queens and kings are simply numbered. Yeah, so with the greater numbers no more important than the lesser ones. But we have that reference key at the bottom of each entry. So we know that 13 is the Queen of Wands in both the Thoth and the Rider-Waite-Smith. Is that on camera? So therefore the King of Wands, number 14 in this deck, is the King of Wands in the Rider-Waite-Smith, and in the Thoth is the Knight of Wands. So if there's any confusion there, it's explained, I think. We have some spreads in the back. What do we have? Ooh, a single card spread. Be here now. Even tells you, look, take a moment to clear your mind, shuffle the cards, cut the deck 3 times, reassemble them, then spread the cards. So it actually tells you how to even shuffle and pick a card. Me and you, so a 2-card spread, relationship spread. Heaven and earth balancing harmony. Ooh, that's a 3-card spread. Diamond clarity, 4-card spread. The elemental star of well-being. It's a 5-card. Sacred She variation of the Celtic cross. Okay, those are the spreads. So those are the little quotes that go with each card. So for crisis, Spirit 16, which would be the Tower card, wouldn't it? The quote is listed in Feminists Who Change America, a playwright of a waltz for women's voices. She's a radical feminist, therapist, mother of 3 and grandmother of 4. So let's have a look at the actual card. And there's the quote. So the quote is on the entry to the card page. I do like this storm in a teacup sort of image. And then we have a quote that goes with it. Shall we choose a card and have a look at one entry, because they're quite large? Which card shall we look at? I want to look at the green man. Respect. So let's find the green man. So this would be, in Rider-Waite-Smith, it would be the King of Pentacles, and in the Thoth it is the Knight of Pentacles. Put the card there. Right, can we see all this? Let's put that there. Okay. This green man, as he shelters an endangered baby bird, expresses a guardianship of compassionate concern. His watchful presence conveys a no-nonsense approach to changing conditions in the natural world that is born from down-to-earth experience and hard work. His manner communicates the urgent need to address and correct the abuse of Earth's seas, lands and atmosphere. This gentle soul is a pragmatist who knows that without preparing the ground and maintaining a sincere commitment, no amount of hope or good intentions will make the changes needed to ensure a healthy future for all of Earth's children. He does not broadcast his message, yet many have rallied to his cause and work passionately in support of it. Respect for life is the theme here, beseeching you to spend time in nature, plant a garden, gather medicinal herbs, or relax on a hillside, and with a long, slow breath, feel the vibrant, healing pulse of everything around you. Involvement in conservation, environmental work or animal welfare is supported. Be guided by these capable hands with living dirt beneath their nails, while they expertly reveal how and where to plant seeds that nourish and create positive change. And then the quote: Mother Earth has plenty of light, heat and sun's rays. She also needs deep soil, wetlands, more forests and moist, dark places. By equating darkness with evil, unconsciousness and light with open-hearted awareness, we misunderstood nature, or we misunderstand nature. Darkness is where life begins. Nothing exists without it. Our body's surface is small compared to the vast, wet darkness within us. Recognise equally the unconscious and consciousness of humankind with compassionate awareness. As old constructs disintegrate, let them compost the garden of Mother Earth. So that's a taste of the book entry, and that is for a court card. So yeah, there's the same amount of information for the courts as there is for the minors and for the majors. So there's no skimping on information in this booklet. It's really cool, but it's going to be. It's a Sacred She Tarot. It's Ma Deva Pedma. I love this artist's vision. I think they're amazing. So anyway, that's my first look and first impressions on the Sacred She Tarot, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. It's a beautiful deck. I love all of their offerings, and yeah, until the next time, friends, bye now.